Welcome to Wild Breakaway. I'm Audra Martin, joined by Ben Clymer. With 15 games left to go, the Minnesota Wild came into this game against the Edmonton Oilers knowing that it was a must-win game. A huge 2 points, unfortunately, left on the table as they come up short, falling 2-1 to the Oilers, a team that they really could have and should have beaten tonight on home ice.
Well, we'd hope this isn't going to be a game they look back on and say this was a game, if we had won this game, that would have got us into the playoffs. But nonetheless, you touched on it. They're playing a team that is 10 games under 500, beat up on injuries. This is a team that they would have expected to beat. Didn't start that way, sluggish first period, rebounded in the second period, and then ultimately the cream rose to the crop. Connor McDavid, the top pick in the NHL draft this past year, gets an opportunity and buries it.
And he was the difference maker tonight in the 2-1 loss to the Wild. Here's tonight's final stats. Minnesota winning the shots battle 30-25 over Edmonton. Fortunately, 0 for 4 on the power play tonight. And if you're looking for the bright spot, penalty kill squashed the 2 power play opportunities for the Edmonton Oilers. Good to see after the struggles we've seen from the power play lately, penalty kill lately. Here is John Torchetti on his effort from his team tonight.
You know, it's my job, tomorrow morning, let us know right out of the gate, and I'm going to show some film and say this is not how we play, and then we go from there. But we can't be learning lessons like that now. We've got to be committed as a team all the ways through. We should be playing playoff hockey now. That's what it's all about, and we got to make sure that we're committed to it and moving forward. If certain guys don't want to get it deep, then they'll sit, and then we go from there.
Here's a look at the upcoming schedule for the Minnesota Wild after 2 straight losses on home ice. They head out east for a 3-game road trip starting Saturday against Montreal, a team that not too long ago was one of the best teams in the NHL. It's a very different story now. A team, again, on the outside of the playoffs looking in another game that the Wild should be able to pick up a 2 points if they play some smart hockey.
Play smart hockey, play committed hockey that John Torchetti had spoke about, and also make sure they take advantage of opportunities, because they're going to have an opportunity to possibly play against the Montreal team without Carey Price or without PK Subban. Something that doesn't happen very often, but the Minnesota Wild will have that. This is another game that is going to be big points for them pushing towards the playoffs. They have a couple games in hand on the Colorado Avalanche, and you got to make up ground at some point. You got to win road games at some point. Going to be a nice opportunity to see kind of where the rubber meets the road. John Torchetti said he was going to go and show video and kind of check that commitment, not play guys if they weren't committed. It'll be fun to see who does play a bunch in that game. Well,
every game from here on out is a must-win game. They couldn't make it happen tonight, but we'll see if they can recharge and start over fresh Saturday against Montreal. We look forward to seeing you then. In the meantime, for Ben Clymer, I'm Audra Martin. Thanks for joining us on tonight's Wild Breakaway.